What's up? I'm Robbie Creates.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Loren. Let's go.
And this is Shock Media Podcast, episode 1.
Wow. That sounds great.
Perfect. Yeah, it's been a long road. This is probably a good start as we're going to try to have a very humble approach to our new career.
That's where it starts. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Well, I shouldn't say career, entrepreneurship, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's start with who we are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm Robbie Creates, and I'm a website guy. I love websites with all my heart. Web3 is changing the game, and I'm just trying to get in here and really show people what I'm capable of. You know, use my skills, my style, and kind of touch the market in only the way I can. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I hear that. Yeah, I mean, I feel you on touching the market the way you can, because that's the only thing we can do, right?
Right.
What we can do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I want to stay in my lane. You know who I am. You know, I grew up playing basketball and soccer my whole life. You know, so that's always going to be a part of me, especially in business. I love how that, you know, transfers so good, right? So I coach, I do individual lessons, group lessons, but when I found that visual, you know, with the cameras,
exactly,
that was my real passion, you know. Like when I bought that first DSLR camera, that first Sony, the A7 III, bro, it was game time after that, and then that's my new passion.
Right. I mean, what?
You know what
so you say game time. What about the camera though was game time? I mean, I know a lot of people, especially right now with this digital media stuff, everybody's using this camera right now. At least think they can. You know what I mean?
You know, they should use the camera because you know where I started with was the mobile, was the phone. Now I had an iPhone, right? And I'm doing in-camera transitions, mask and stuff. You know, going in, popping out, just being fun. But then I'm like, yo, I can really take this somewhere. So when I got the actual camera, my brother was telling me, he was like, yo, I'm like, yo, mobile takeover, yo, like, you don't need no DSLR, the technology's catching up, right?
Yeah.
He's like, bro, a phone has a lot of responsibilities, right? So how can it be really good with capturing a visual? He's like, a camera only has one responsibility, is to get the best picture. So and then when he told me that, man, it was a light bulb. I'm like, bam, I hopped into the camera. Adobe, you know what I mean? I was using CapCut, VN editor, and all that stuff because it's on my phone. But then Adobe changed my life, man. And the visual effects and the music video stuff, bro, I'm on it, man. And
bro, I tell you, bro. Talk about it, bro. That's what's up. Well, then since we're going on it, we're gonna go ahead and let's just share people where we at right now. So, you know what I mean? Like this is Shock Media, obviously. And this podcast is designed in a way where we get to talk about our discoveries we're going to go through as new business owners, as partnering together, right?
Oh, yeah.
Making a full...
Excited about that.
Yeah, you know, a full circle media company with Web3. So we are in different positions when we started this out. As a matter of fact, you still are employed, you know? So talk about that, like how it is, you know, starting your own business while still being employed.
Oh yeah, man. So like, you know, I'm in the mortgage industry and you know, things were crashing down. It was scary, man. Like
2024.
You know, and I'm like still trying to like, you know, find my place, like, you know, like where's my value in this? I'm trying to get good, and I want to do well for Matt, bro, cuz he really looked out for me and my family, you know, and I want to give back, and you know, I want to help him grow, you know, whatever I can do in that sense, right?
Yeah. So
I mean, like, you know, I had an option to leave, like, you know, it kind of hinting to like, you know, the mortgage industry is getting bad, and like, you know, usually the first thing to go is marketing. Guess where I'm at? I'm in marketing. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing digital advertising.
That's what happened to me.
Social media marketing, and man, I'm just so glad. Like, relationships are so important. Imagine if I didn't have a good relationship with Matt, I would have been gone.
Yeah, nigga.
You know what I mean? And we're able to use the space and everything. Like, you know, like it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Dope. And then I'm glad I stayed there, because staying at that job and actually, like, you know, not quitting, not giving up, but actually trying to find somewhere where I can provide value.
Well, what made you do that though? Like, cause you say you say trying to find somewhere you can provide value, but like at people's jobs, like what if that's like, what if you can't find something? What if there's no in, or what if you tried so many options? You know what I mean?
Saying,
so like, what was giving you yours?
Where was I gonna go? Like, I couldn't just quit this job and then pick up the job, bro. It was crazy out there. Like, people ain't hiring nobody. I ain't had to, like, no.
So you already
I
kind
knew
of
what I wanted to do, bro.
Okay, you already
I'm
knew
over
the
there
pressure.
pursuing a basketball career. Like, you think I'm still got hoop dreams. Like, I'm gonna go pro and everything, bro. So I'm like just delving into other things, stretching myself out too thin, bro. Like, I had to learn how to bring myself in, and then I picked up the camera, and then
Well,
I
that'll
found my
definitely do it.
talent, and that's where I can grow.
That's funny you say camera, because it's like, if you're going to bring yourself in, that's one thing the lens does, doesn't it?
Oh wow.
Unify, right? It just singles you up. That's kind of crazy. That's crazy.
So, I had to find where I can shine. You know what I mean? You gotta find your niche. You gotta find like where you can do, and that you actually like to do. Because you doing stuff you don't like to do, you're gonna eventually not like it.
Right.
So.
No cap.
Yeah,
No cap.
You know what I mean? So. It's good. So what about you, man? Like, I know our situations were different, and that's kind of crazy how, because usually similar stories kind of end up together. It's like, yo, I got fired from my job, I got fired, man, let's get together and do something.
True. That's a good
Mine was
point.
completely opposite, bro. Like, bro, he like looked out for me in a way that I've never been looked out before. Yours was completely different. How, like,
Yeah.
see what happened. How did that go for you?
Man, so I'm one of the people that got the boot for the market. So we know we talk about the market has changed a lot. AI is definitely one of the things that's come in, and I do SEO.
Right.
So SEO is like, not to be crazy about it, but it's like if you have a car and you want to race it, you got to hire an engineer, somebody who can go behind the scenes, behind the car's hood.
Right. The stuff that you don't even know about,
and
right?
twerk the engine, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? Make it dance for you, right? So you can win the race. But I do that for websites. Now, I was in one market crash before, maybe like almost 5 years back or something like that. And I remember how things got so tight and we barely held on. And that was when I was kind of new. So it was kind of crazy to go through it again, and then, to actually get the boot, right? For whatever circumstances.
Right.
But
So
yeah.
why did you? Was it like you weren't showing up at work, or you weren't adequate enough?
But I tell you what, I was running a lot, majority of stuff at my job, and it's kind of to the point where I wanted a little bit more money, and then it seemed like we were butting heads at that point. And I almost like my boss was putting a squeeze on me, and you could feel it over a year. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it got to the point where it affected how I work. And I for sure started slacking up because I'm started doing my own thing on the side, right?
Exactly.
So I started pulling away time, just like we were talking about, pulling away time from working this job and putting it into another job. You know what I mean? And he took the time, as soon as he could, to one client drop that was pretty big, right? Took the time to blame me for it and chose that and to say, all right, I'm going to restrict you from this point on. But that also obviously led to like a firing in 2 days after, right? But it was a very, very... I guess it happens, I mean, can't be mad because, everybody does what they got to do, and I wish the situation was different.
Truth.
But to be honest, like, it would have been better. Maybe he just gave me more, like how your boss, you know what I mean? Like, maybe pay me a little more.
Keep that away from you. Why can't he, like, express how he's feeling? Like, I'm so grateful that, I got somebody can come to me and be real with me on. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. Like, we had a straight, like, not to say, like, I love him. We had a straight relationship, but it definitely changed, towards the end. But it definitely changed when I started demanding a little bit more money, too.
Oh, yeah.
And I know people can say you maybe did it at the wrong time if you know there's a market tightening. But I believe that's when you should get paid more money. Because all the pressure's happening. You're still there. I went through COVID, all that, still traveling to your job, knocking out websites, SEO for people, right? Not losing clients. And then to not get increase in pay and stuff like that. And like, how many people are going through stuff like this where they working so hard, bro, and they ain't getting nothing?
Yeah. And when the pressure gets heavy, man, that's when your character shows, your real character, like who you are as a person.
No cap, bro. No cap.
That's how you can weed people out like that.
Yeah, no cap. And I felt like with just a boost and a nudge in the right direction, I would have gave him my heart and soul,
Right.
But it was a boost and a nudge in the wrong direction for him. But I feel like now it's in the right direction for us. Because now I have I'm no bars held, right? I can do SEO website the way I want to, bring that creativity the way I want to, unrestricted, right? Every client we're going to be able to knock them out. Like, that's a different ball game, I think, now.
Yeah, bro, we running full-fledged, full throttle, man.
Yes, sir,
Pedal
bro.
to the metal, bro. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? And That's another thing, man. I'm excited about what we got going in store for y'all, man.
Absolutely,
wow.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Absolutely. So yeah, so I had got the boot because of the market, but I think we're doing better now. I mean, if we move on to that, like we say our gifts change things, right?
Right.
Well, what about photo and videography like really set that fire when you first picked that lens up?
Man,
you know what I mean?
When I first picked up that lens, man, I found something that I can actually do. Like, you know, I could put my spin on it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like when it comes to video editing, it's a lot about rhythm. You know what I'm saying? You got the rhythm, you got to feel it. You know, it's something I can make mine. This is my art. This is my canvas. My canvas is on video editing. It's behind my lens. It's what I see.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then you either rock with me or you don't. And that's what I like, bro. And I can just stick with the people that really like what I do. You know what I mean? Like they really, you know what I mean? There's a connection there. You know what I'm saying? So
I never thought about it that way.
Yeah, and then when you have different people that you work with, some of them, you know, they love what you do, right? And you got some that they don't really like it, or that's just not their style. That doesn't mean that you're bad or you're not good. It's just like, bro, they just like that's why people go with different teams in the league and stuff. In the NBA, like it didn't fit in this system, but it fit here.
Funny you say that, yo, because that's just like your fan base, right? We all have different teams we like in tier 1. That's crazy. Right? Yeah, that's crazy.
Exactly, because it's just the way you feel.
It's a different taste.
Yeah. So like with the video editing, bro, like you know, I like writing poetry. Yeah, I used to freestyle back in the day, write rhymes. You know,
sick.
You know, I always love beats. I love music. I love basketball, soccer, sports, bro.
So you think the camera is a way to unify that in a way?
I mean, I think it just like the camera. I don't know, like if you unified it, I just feel like a connection. Like when I play basketball, right, or when I play soccer, I can truly be me, and that's what I felt when I picked up the camera and
that's
I can do
amazing.
Photo and video. I can do me. How I ain't got. There's no lines like, you know, I'm crossing it. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like it's like, yo,
That's
how are
amazing.
you gonna do this, yo?
Right.
Like, you know, I get this all the time. Like, you know, like I try to talk to them and try to figure out like what a business owner or like whatever a client is, like what they want and out of the creative stuff. And they're like, you know, well just be creative, you know, just be creative with it. I'm like, all right, well, you know, I got you. I mean, I'm gonna be creative, right? Already, you know, right. So, yeah, I'm just like, but now I can make it my own, bro, and then just move past that like that, bro. I love it. It's my art. It's my show, and you're invited. You like it or not, bro? And I'm just gonna keep it like that. I mean, Quentin Tarantino said that. Say,
all right,
I'm gonna do my thing. And you watch it, you like it, or you don't. But this is me.
Right. So in a way, you get to express your creativity, you know, in a way where it's unfiltered.
Exactly. Right. And that helps me actually be more creative.
Of course, you pushing them neurons, man. You exploring.
I'm doing what I like, and I'm doing what looks good. I know it looks good. I know what's trendy.
Right.
And if it catches my eye, then I know it's gonna catch somebody else's.
Bet. Say no more.
Yeah, man.
Say no more.
Well, I know with you, bro, like, you know, with the websites and, you know, you work for an advertising company, but then you took the dive to actually, you know, the deep dive into SEO, which, how did that change the game for you?
Absolutely everything. The way I think is completely different. Man, I would say after 2 years of SEO, I had this breakdown moment where I felt my brain kind of changing as style as far as organization, because the way SEO is built, it's all structured.
Right.
It's a book.
Okay.
You know, you treat your website like a book, and you structured it in that way, and you constantly touch in on that. Then you know that the timeline you have set up for the website, right? Table of contents. You know, it has to be unique to another's, right? But then it also has to tell the story you want it to tell, while making sure that it reaches all the people you want it to reach. SEO is beautiful. SEO is literally...
It's an art.
Yeah, it's an art on web. And it naturally led into... I'm